Respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern grave. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving...
I suppose you've got a point. Another... dead a hungry man, you know.
We'll have none of that, you hear?
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them. That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. Thank you.
You're the source hunter, aren't you? They say you can talk to animals, but I, for one, wouldn't be falling for such a tall tale.
Dear me. How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth.
Join the Slug Club if you've got an eye for Margaret, eh?
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? I listened in while you were talking to that would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder you source hunters are known for setting a place straight.
The coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I sailed the seas. I walked the worlds. Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth. To break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly... You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder. Oh, budding flower of the morn. Yet, hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the king crab's first floor. Let us go there, so that we can warm our bones.
Never thought I'd see Sicil in such dire straits. This here's one of the oldest cities in Riverdon.
On the move for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden man.
Potions to bemuscle you. Scrolls.
What are ye staring at? Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off. Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send them to me, and tell them there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way if they don't...
Here lies Catherine.
Praise be that Ahu the wizard built those newfangled weapons of his.
What are ye staring at?
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated. Is he trying to tell me something?
To the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. May the 7 keep you.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are. Wow! I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too.
Red and orange and
Oh! If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much. You have no idea. Well, you know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do. I came here.
So, which of you is more deserving?
I smell
Come, fresh rallies.
rotten lamb chops.
May the seven keep you.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps. Like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
She were killed.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Come, make your case.
The outskirts of Syceal are infested with undead! Are you the exterminator?
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Toe of snake, wing of worm.
May the seven
keep some stir
So,
and
which of you is
churn.
more deserving of life?
Well, hello there.
Make your case.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of... Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Come on, you chickens! Made a big change on your front with a wheel of the good stuff.
Tomatoes.
Join the fun club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Good look out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Syceal's ramparts.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
A good day to you.
Watch the undead swimmer in their moldy boots.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Hello there.
I'm overheating here!
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Greetings. These stalls are for Legion troops. With along-
Step aside! Step aside! Ah! This maniac's gonna turn me into a meat pie! Ah!
Il vient chez papa.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
That was close. Thanks for catching Fidgety Jack here. I guess he got nervous when I mentioned drumsticks. Let's have that bird then, shall we? Our troops are mighty hungry.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Now that the herd's gone, old Bertie's just scratching by like a hen till the next batch. I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
Come, make your cake.
Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with... Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough light. Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're fine. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she...
Stir and churn!
Which of you is more deserving of luck? Come, make your case.
My word!
Today,
Fantastic!
I think the king, the
My
great
word!
Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost...
What's that nutter on the back hollering about? I can hardly hear the show for all the
that the king had a great thirst...
This show is worth the hype. Though that bloke in the back seems to be having a bit...
My
What's
word.
that nutter at the back hollering about? I can hardly hear the show for all the ruckus.
King, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war
Bravo!
machines.
Yeehaw!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did
My
he crave
word!
creamy blues and
Don't
gory
ask me
reds.
what the tale's about. I'm just here for the eye candy.
By the seven! What a
Today,
tale!
I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is
Bravo!
said, and this I have heard from a
Bravo!
ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great...
Don't ask me what the tale's about. I'm just here for the eye candy.
Blues and gory reds, that he ordered a contest
word.
across his realm.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meagre gold coin or two, I can take in, well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the
The great Sigurd and
My
his rainbow
word.
of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost
Fantastic.
who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king
By
had
the
a great
seven.
thirst
What a
for
tale!
colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory
Fantastic.
reds that he ordered a contest
Fantastic.
across his realm. Today, I think, a king.
My
The
word.
great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicile. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
Fantastic! My word! Ha! My word!
It won't be the worst indignation I've...
We will have none of that, you hear?
My word!
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head. Are you impressed by my prowess in the arts of entertainment? Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd, and that crowd warmer has increased my profits by 60%. I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now, thanks. Keep your paws in your pockets, if you please. I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andevale. This fantastical talk...
Bravo!
Tricks are for kids! This here is the greatest illusion in Andevale!
Fantastic!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, it won't be the word.
What do you think you are doing?
My word!
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
Today, I think...
Back for more, I see! Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with Stefan rattling off legendary yarn after yarn. Take a seat, won't you?
To leave the shittiest to venture into danger. Be careful, source hunter.
Yeehaw!
So ardently did he crave
I was ready to try it, screech woman.
That he ordered
the beast speaks, so you have a brain behind that. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
My word!
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild...
Bit Tull you right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a source hunter's take on one of the old standards. Right away, my dear, just as fast as your boots can carry you. You found something decent to perform, I trust, and you've gathered it. Speak to Master Chaucer if you're ready for your debut. He alone can adequately prepare...
About face!
And who are you supposed to be?
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after...
Heed me, source hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when...
No. Really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favorite thespian. Katerina's given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on... Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just... Wouldn't we all? But unlike a true thespian, you haven't a scrap of material to work with.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Have some pity.
You there! Sit! Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm plain. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never... It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, and even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty hack. I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such... Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that conman's face when my rightful audience returns.
Strangers leading orcs. Humans. But that would be... And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're so... I don't know quite what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It would be wise not to dismiss.
Better to evacuate this place while there's still...
Attention! About face! I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very...
Do you hear that clinking? I think someone's got keys in their pocket.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Have some pity.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage?
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
You return marks of victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
Join the fun club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. The 7 we secure the perimeter.
That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine orphan.
A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero, No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yeah, Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today... Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better, to become the full extent of the... See here, you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path, the rush. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere...
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
How can you believe in me? Well, that's...
Oh, you think you can...
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eye... Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this.
Worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
How lovely to see you again. I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now. Chickens.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
They call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead... Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlong. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject something.
What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you.
around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Heavenly herring!
To join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your... Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, by now the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlong. You will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulous.
I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set